It's a big week for financials in the IPO market. First up is Community Choice Financial. They're looking to raise $149 million. Francis, this bank has recently made some acquisitions, so it seems a little difficult to decide, are these numbers the right numbers to look at when judging this IPO?
Right. Community Choice kind of, it does alternative banking. It's not exactly a pawn shop, but it provides loans to people that really are unbanked. And they're coming out at a multiple of 15, but they have acquisitions that they paid $67 million for in the last month or so that are not included in the financials. The market cap is currently about $260 million, so those could be important. Their multiple is 15, which is a little bit higher than a couple other companies in their sector, but one of the acquisitions is an internet-based company, and it would allow them to take their services out using the internet. So they've had good, they have about 423 stores, and they also provide check cashing services. So I think this is one to watch, not necessarily rush after, but we could watch that one.
Then we have Wageworks. Now, this company is one that a lot of commuters are familiar with because they open these kind of commuter-friendly accounts to help you save money. When I take a look at it, though, it's kind of hard to compare it against anybody else because there's no similar company. So when we look at it, it looks like with the business, 52 times earnings seems a little high.
Right. Well, they've moved into the on-demand area, so that's software as a service on demand, and it's a high multiple business, and it's a subscription-based business. So I think I think 52 is a little high for the earnings multiple, but we could watch that one also.
Western Asset Mortgage Company is looking to raise over $160 million. Now, this company is a startup mortgage REIT. It does have an income stream, so is that something that investors might like, or should they look at a REIT that's more established?
Well, there's a lot of mortgage REITs out there that are established and pay good dividends and continue to raise capital. What this one really is, it's kind of a spinoff from Legg Mason that manages $443 billion, and I think it's just set up to generate income for the parents. So I would advise other people just to look at more established mortgage REITs.
And lastly, we have Customers Bancorp. It's a regional bank, and the regional banks have done actually much better than some of the large banks. So is this a good way for investors to get in early on a regional bank?
Well, they could take a look at it. New management took over in 2009, and they've grown by acquisition, and they've also grown by internal growth. It's a bank based in Pennsylvania, and I compared it with a couple of other Pennsylvania-based regional banks, and it wants to IPO at a slight premium. It's got a good management team based on the experience. I'd watch that one.
Okay, so we have some of these IPOs that you can take a chance on. Some of them, just put them on your radar, keep a watch on them.
This market is
stock pickers market.
Stocks have rallied this year.
We're coming into a Monday where we're going to